we are celebrating Daredevil Born Again premiering, and it is, I mean, how would you describe being in New York for this?
Well, that's the crazy thing is, you think about premieres, we live in Los Angeles, and you think about premieres in LA, but Daredevil's such a New York show, so we actually get to be in New York for that premiere, so it's got this extra level of hometown luck.
7 years ago, there are things that we're pulling off in the first 10 minutes of this episode that you couldn't have done back then. There wasn't the technology, there wasn't the budget. So it's really exciting to take something and kind of pull it kicking and screaming and laughing and crying into the now.
Yes, that was my reaction, was yes. I love Foggy. I feel really lucky to have been in the right place at the right time to be the guy that is channeling Foggy, It's a character that's been around a really long time, for generations, and to experience that love from the fans, fathers and sons, coming up to me and talking about the show is really special.
I mean, that almost never happens, right? I mean, usually you close out a character and you're like, I guess I'll never be with that person again. And you miss your own character, you miss everyone else's characters. So the chance to come back and, I've kept in touch with Charlie, but I was never going to see Matt Murdock again, So to be on set with him and be able to see that aspect of him, I don't know, it's really heartening in a very specific, weird way. I mean, I think we know time has passed. All of these characters have grown. And I think about Karen's time with The Punisher and Frank Castle, really shifting some of her perspective and now bringing that into this new iteration.
And it's been great, honestly, being reunited with Charlie and Vincent and the rest of the cast, and this whole creative team on this is just amazing. So I couldn't be more happy.
I mean, it's great that they asked me back. I'm very, very, very grateful, very thankful that they just gave me a ring after. It had been 4 or 5 years or something since the last time. Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm so happy that the show is out. I'm happy to be part of it again. It was a surprise to join, kind of sort of last minute for me.
It's so great. We're so happy about the show being back, and we had such a great time shooting the first season. It was hard, it was difficult, but we pulled it off somehow, some way, seems like, and it's just very exciting.
Yeah, I'm still pinching myself. I never believed this moment would happen, so, after all these years, I think it's been 6 years since we last had an episode released, and it's just surreal. It's a dream.
First Kevin asked us to do, I think he asked you to do Spider-Man first, and he asked me to do Hawkeye first. So we gradually got calls so he got Hulk next, I got She-Hulk next, I got Echo next, and then eventually we heard we were going to come back and do this, which was what we wanted the whole time. It's like a fourth season of the original show. It's like 4. We're calling it Daredevil Born Again, and it's the first season of that, but it's the same tone, same guys, same misery, same excitement, same emotions. It's and more.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. We've got all the fan favorites are back, all the great characters are back, and we introduced some new characters, and there's there's some really cool, iconic cameos from the comic.
I know the series is going to be exciting. I know the fans are ready for it. I'm really excited to see it myself, and I'm really happy to celebrate my favorite city in the world.
This is my third outing with Marvel. My first one was Miss Marvel, where I played the character of Yusuf Khan, father to the superhero of Jersey, Kamala Khan. We then kind of segued into the Marvels with Brie and Sam. And this is my third outing without my family, because as all shall be revealed, why I'm in it.
I think this one is bringing a very real look at human beings in a way that is dissecting the human psychology in a way that I think we haven't seen before, and it is a much grittier and a darker version of the show. So that part is really exciting to share with everyone.
I think it's really special because we definitely capture the essence in the previous show, but kind of in a new light, in new storylines, and new characters. I mean, BB's joining, and she wasn't there previously, and it still has like all the aspects and the darkness, the grit that everyone really loved before, but just with being able to see the characters in a new light with a new storyline, that's really exciting.
I think they're going to see a lot of great action, and I really like the dynamic that they've created with Charlie and Vincent. That's really pretty interesting. I grew up here in New York in the bad old 70s and 80s when it was crime-ridden, and all this stuff really resonated with me as a New Yorker. So I'm looking forward to it. It's not a throwback, but it throws back.
You know, it deals with all the, big engines of New York City, the legal side of it, the political side of it, the vigilantes, and also the general public. It paints an amazing picture of New York City with just all the fun of the Marvel universe built into it. So I think it's just, it's building on what's happened before, but in a slightly spicier way, I would say.